Hey, Mike Brailsford with Brailsford Woodworks. Thank you for joining me back on my channel. I do appreciate it. Today, I'm going to do a review of a brand new tool I bought. It is the Bosch GET75-6N. This is their version of the famed Festool Rotex sander. It was the first in a series of sanders, rapid removal 6-inch sanders. Festool came out with theirs after the Bosch to compete with this, and another company, Mirka, also makes a 6-inch rapid removal sander. I bought this specifically to work on my current river tables that I'm doing for a client. I've been trying to sand them with my belt sander and my regular 6-inch random orbit. And really, I've been running into a lot of roadblocks. The epoxy is very difficult to sand. So, based on other information I've received on other channels, such as Blacktail Studios, Cam uses the Festool, and he seems to like it very much. And he has very good results on epoxy. But for me, after looking at them, I know a lot of you folks out there just love a Festool, but I refuse to pay those prices. I think that's kind of insane. So when I looked at the Rotex and I'm like, 625 bucks? I don't think so. I was saying there's got to be something else out there. That's when I looked and I found the Bosch. And after doing a lot of research, I have found that, well, the Bosch is not only probably just as good as the Festool, but according to tests done by Texas Urban Sawmill and on their channel, the Bosch actually outperforms the Festool, and not only material removal, but also in dust collection. But today I'm just going to show you a little bit. I don't have my dust collection, dust extractor yet. I've got one on order. I've ordered a fine dust collector, and I'm looking forward for it. It's supposed to come in on Monday. But today I wanted to show this in action on some of this epoxy, and show you give you my opinions on what I think about this sander. Here we go. So I had these tables surfaced by a friend of mine on his large CNC router. It's perfectly flat, but you can see that there are tool marks here. This is what my conventional sanders have been struggling to remove, and we're going to see how well the Bosch works on getting it out. So let's give it a go. Well, I don't know if you could see that, but you can see the tool marks still here, and they are gone from here. And I am using 120 grit. This is the disc that came gratis in the package, and wow, I am thoroughly impressed. Let's do a little more. That is most definitely going to be the ticket. Let's move back. I'll do where I have tied in some some of my little islands in the river, as well as where I put some CA glue down for repairs. See how that comes out. It's getting there. It's going to require a little more work, but it's getting it. It's definitely getting it. So by the looks of this, where I've added CA glue to fill in some repairs, I'm likely going to need a little bit more of an aggressive grit, but it's still making its way through it. I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the finest sanders I've ever used. It just kind of does everything. I'm very impressed. Let me keep going a little bit more. All right, feeling the wood. It's feeling like it's gotten out every bit of the tooling marks. They're hard to see with a naked eye, but you can definitely feel them where they are. And over here where I've sanded, it's pretty well, they're pretty well gone. So I have another area over here, one other area that was more of a problem area on the wood, and let's see how that one does. Definitely is working well on that. I got to add more epoxy to some of those, some of that there to firm it up, but overall I am super impressed with this. I don't want to go too much further without having the dust extractor hooked up, but let's wrap this up. So that's it for today. This is the Bosch GET75-6N. Super pleased with it. The performance is unbelievable. Probably the finest sander I own. Just all around what it can do. You know, a lot of you guys who love Festool, you know, and if that's what you like, that's what you like. You know, it comes down to me is that they're just too expensive. I could not in any way justify a sander that costs $625. It just blows my mind that that's even a thing. But you know, at $300, this is every bit as good a tool as the Texas Urban Sawmill channel shows. Again, I highly recommend you go and take a look at his video, the comparison. You know, this is I guess my little protest against the high price that they ask for some of their tools. It's the same thing as like, I could never bring myself to buying a saw stop. They're just prohibitively high. You know, everyone talks about them. You know, I'll take my chances and be safe, you know, in my actions. And you know, I just can't see to get the prices that they ask for those things. But I digress. So again, a great tool. I can give an update when I get my dust extractor in and see how well it pulls up the dust as well as sands. I mean, that'll be a nice comparison to make. If you like things I've done, things you've seen of mine, please click on some of my other videos. I'd appreciate it. If you like, please leave some comments. I answer every one of them. If you love Festool and you think I'm just bonkers, well, let me know. I'd love to engage in that. If you agree with me and you think Festool is just crazily overpriced, I'd love to hear about that too. If you don't care, let me know about that. At any rate, that's it, and please stay safe. You all have a good day. Bye-bye.